drive for the Phoenix Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at point guard. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And it's the Suns to start out. Al Paul. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. There's the triple. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And here's Phoenix. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
Out to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Out left to the wing. To the middle. Here's Crowder. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
And Ayton throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Booker. Offensive rebound. And good that time. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Sure. They can't stop the run with that one. The Suns have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. That one drops for him. Bridges has got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Batum finds Leonard. Now George. Outside Jackson. Back to George. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Paul passes to Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Morris right side. Bridges against Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his third basket of the night.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Lobbed up there for Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the three. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Rondo against Paul. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Morris.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Rondo kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. To the paint. Rondo, good.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And then for Phoenix, Sharch checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Payne. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Zubac the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
And slam dunk by Sharch.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And that one, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Here's Ayton.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And a miss there off the inbound. Kennard kicks to Morris. Rondo passes to Kennard. Again, the Clippers.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Suns leading by 4. Inside, here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Man can't hit.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And Sharch kicks to Johnson. A second chance effort, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Reggie Jackson. Batum's out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That's good from Payne. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Jackson. Booker trying to free himself up. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's George finishing it off.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes them pay.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Phoenix calls timeout.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Crowder, he's checked in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Torrey Craig. And Chris Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Saric outside. And slam dunk by Saric.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Kennard against Booker. Crowder with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. The layup missed.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Oh, wow!
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Suns leading by 6. Picked him clean. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For 3, Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Batum wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. George dishes to Leonard. And it's all evened up. Leonard's got 12.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here is Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Bridges. Down low. Crowder. Ayton trying to break free. And Crowder with the basket on the assist from Bridges.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
Outside for George. George double teamed. And the wide open shot from Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes to Booker. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Clippers trail by 3. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Leonard. Crowder with the steal. Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw good, Crowder.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
A different look for the Clippers. Ibaka comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Phoenix also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Devin Booker. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Mann.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the middle, here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
Leonard the pass to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The Suns have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Inside. Takes it out to Leonard. Beverley the pass to Mann. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Ibaka. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
One of the game's best free throw shooter. Chris Paul is not a guy you like to foul.
And Beverley kicks to Ibaka. Back to Beverley. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
He had 12 points and 4 rebounds.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Batum.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Stolen by Jackson. Feeds it to Batum. And that one, good. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
To the inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Crowder. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Jackson from long range. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Timeout called, the Suns.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And a change for the Suns. Saric is checked in. On defense, the Clippers. A 2-point game. Ball against Jackson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
To the paint, here's George. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Saric. He has 6. To the wing right side. Morris with the rebound.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Kennard against Bridges. Kennard, the pass to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
And here is Paul. Puts it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Back to Morris. Fires the 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact. Now going to the line to try and add one more.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Saric. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Here's Payne. 10 points for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
The drive by Rondo. Morris inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Kennard. He's got 5 on the clock. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns trail by 5. Here's Payne. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now here's Payne, guarded closer. Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kennard with the ball. Morris outside. Back to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Payne grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Jay Crowder's checked in for Mikal Bridges. The pass to Johnson. To the inside. Ayton. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. And that's now 18 points for DeAndre Ayton. Here's Mann. He's covered by Ayton. Kennard for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 4.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That shot no good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Clippers lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
These are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Man in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. Left side Jackson. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Now Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
George dishes to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Now here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's George on the wing. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And the Suns call time. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Clippers leading by 4. And George kicks to Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. Crowder with it. Guarded now by Morris. Johnson, a wide open look, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Jackson is doubled. Pass to George. Here's Leonard. And here's George. Back to Leonard. It's Morris atop the key. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Batum finds George. This one for 3. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Devin Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball, and he comes up with the deuce.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Morris against Booker. In the corner, Crowder with it. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Suns trailing. And the wide open shot from Crowder, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
A big shot by Jay Crowder. He's been here before. Understands the importance of momentum.
Outside Leonard. Back to Batum. And they double up Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And Leonard gets it to go.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 2. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. And now
Almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
And that one is good. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Here's Booker. The shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. There's 38 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Takes a 3. Trifecta.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Ayton throws it down.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
And here's Booker from the arc. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group had.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.